Let's go. Game of the week. 6-4 Texas. Never. Six and 4 Texas. Can never sleep on them. Arch Manning and the Longhorns come into St. Augustine, Florida to match up against the Golden Eagles. The streak on the line for stage. Our abbreviation is stage. If you don't know how to break that down, that is ST for St. Augustine Golden Eagles. Stage. The golden stage. Yeah, feel me? Let's get this going and let's get this stuff. I'm really nervous about this game. Just because they're 6-4 doesn't mean anything. If you know college football, they're in the SEC, and taking 4 losses in the SEC is very easy and can happen very fast. You got teams like Alabama, Florida, Auburn, freaking Texas now. Jesus, the list goes on in the SEC. It's incredible. Georgia. But yeah, let's run this. Let's do it. I need to help. I really need a big game from Jamal Smith. He's fallen off because of wear and tear the last 2 weeks, but I believe we can still win that Heisman. We got 2 more weeks. I'm going to try to get both games done today. Cam with 12 interceptions this year. I really don't want to throw anymore. He's had a horrible game last week. See where we're at nationally, so I know where I'm shooting for. Okay, we got this. We got this. All right, let's handle this.
And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. So Texas offense will go to work first. And are we ever lucky to see these 2 great quarterbacks in action here today? And Jesse, it won't be long before we'll see them squaring off on Sundays.
Yeah, and these guys can both stress a defense for similar reasons, and we've seen it all year long, right? Both guys have tremendous arm talent. Both guys can hurt you running the football as well. So these defenses are really going to have to be careful with how they try and defend these 2 quarterbacks, David. This one could come down to which guy has the ball last.
Yeah, which is really, really cool. A big showdown. They know what's on the line. Man, these are 2 huge names, brand versus brand, big-time baller versus big-time baller, trying to come out on top. Yeah, defenses, I feel bad for them today. That's not what this is about. This is about the QBs.
Under fire. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
And this dude knows how to get after quarterbacks. Last week he had 3 sacks. He gets his first today. I'll tell you what, you better know where he is before the ball snapped every single play.
You can barely hear yourself thinking here as they're trying to get this defense off to a good start. Quick release on the RPO. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few.
So it's 3rd and long, and this quarterback right now has got to be expecting pressure. So you want to know where your hot routes are. You got to know where your best one-on-one matchup is. But understand this, we're still in the first half. If the defense gets you, tip of the cap, you can take a sack. Punting the football at this stage of the game is okay.
And the Longhorns have this offense rolling.
And I love when you understand when I'm supposed to put some RPMs on that football. You can tell he's thrown over the middle of the field. He knows he's got defenders there. I got to throw this thing in there quick, fast, in a hurry. Nice job by the quarterback.
And the Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. From the gun, they'll give it on the inside. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking to throw. It's Manning. And the quarterback will take a sack back at the 36.
And it's hard to imagine starting a game any better than this defense has. 2 sacks on the opening drive of the game. Something that they pride themselves on. If they get you in these types of situations, they can pin the...
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. The Longhorns will try to pin them back with the punt. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. First one of the day is off. He was called on 3 times in that victory last week. And the story is going to be in this one. Will this quarterback be able to operate before that big fella on the defensive front gets right in his grill, Jesse?
And listen, he's one of the best quarterbacks in the country, but he better play with the clock in his head in this one. He's not going to have a lot of time. There were a lot of quarterbacks around the SEC that probably felt this way back when they played the Georgia Bulldogs and David Pollock, right?
Yeah, especially those real teams with Jordan Davis and Nolan Smith and Jalen Carter. But, like, here's what's fun. You can't throw the ball off your back. And that's what this guy's going to try to do. Get to the quarterback, affect him. The bottom line is every quarterback becomes really human when you hit him. Can he hit him and make him human?
And you got to be careful on offense when you're dialing up the screens. You want to do them on obvious passing situations when you're anticipating the DNs really racing up the field. They didn't have it set up that time.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. The punt team makes its way onto the field. My goodness, he unloads on that one. You'd think they would have had a good chance to down that one deep, but the bounce carries it into the end zone for the touchback. They'll try the left side. Fights off a defender. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24. Solid pickup of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. He'll try it again. They went right back to him, and this time the defense was all over him. Nothing to show for that run. Line is set on 3rd down. Looking downfield, it's Manning. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. The Longhorns will line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. He couldn't find much running room there. Didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Here's the give off the left side. Picks up the 1st down, still moving. At the 35, he's got room. And no one is going
defense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Hey, guys, just wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the Big 12. Kansas is in front. They've led for most of the way. However, Big J isn't exactly putting this one in the win column just yet. They're up by 7 over Arizona State. For now, it's back to you fellas, but of course, if anything changes from Big 12 country, you'll hear about it here.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. Makes the grab. It's Wingo. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Complete in the middle. He makes the stop at the 43-yard line. It's a pickup of 15, and they've got it in plus territory. Looking downfield, it's Manning. Stands in and takes the hit. Oh, it makes the play. It's intercepted. Made the play on the pick, was hoping to make one on the return. He'll have to settle for letting the offense pay it off from the 26.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it, and you can hear it. And sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time, he used the lob wedge, and the defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense early.
They'll get this drive started from their own 26. Here's the handoff. There he goes. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. They'll have to hurry if they want to get another play off before the quarter ends. Swapped into the field, and we'll get it going in the second. So first down here as they go back to work. They're going to go right back to him on first down. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. The give to the back. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Just what they were looking for, and he's got him set up in business at the 35 with a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. The give to the left side. Passes takes him still on his feet. That gives him 100 yards on the ground, and he has his eyes fixed on leading the nation in rushing. Down to the 18-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Might as well run him until they stop him. He's got it again. Defense there to stop him after he picked up a yard. Ball's at the 17. Didn't get much on 1st down. It's 2nd and 9. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. Back to pass. And the pass is incomplete, jarred loose by the hit.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
On 3rd down, he drops the throw. Sets up the screen. Not enough space. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it 1st and goal. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. A 1st down run on the doorstep. And the defense stuffs the run, and the ball will remain at the 2. They've moved it forward to the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. They'll keep it on the ground looking for the end zone. He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. You can't afford to squander these opportunities once you get into the red zone. Twice they've been denied. Pierce just hammer it with this running back again, and he noses his way into the end zone.
And the running back gets his 2nd rushing touchdown of the game. You want to continue to feed this guy. You can tell he's got a nose for the end zone, knows how to get in there, knows how to make things happen.
Lining up for the PAT. And the extra point makes it 14-0. 76 yards on the drive for the touchdown. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he's taken in. This drive will start at the 25. So now the Longhorns take over, and they'll send out the offense. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score.
And I think being down 14, you can kind of feel that way. But, dude, if you put a good drive together, this is a 7-point game. So, Palmer, no need to panic.
I was just going to say, David, I mean, this thing can flip quick. You go down, score, all of a sudden your defense gets a stop, or who knows, better yet,
turning it on. He flips his field in an instant, and he's got him set up at the 20. This offense has had trouble getting it in gear, but maybe a little life here on 1st and 10. Motion from the wide receiver. They're in the red zone, and they'll pass it. Unloads to the wideout. On target to the left. Touchdown, Texas! Nice catch and good work afterwards to get it into the end zone.
one of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he hits you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running. I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy. The connection between quarterback, wide receiver, you can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. From inside his own 10, let's see what he gets. He's just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. Running behind that left side. Got enough for the first. The defense got caught that time, and they finally get him on the ground at the 41.
How about the defense trying to slow this dude down? He's a Heisman contender for a reason. He's so difficult to tackle, and what a challenge. All week long, they knew that they had to key on this guy and really try to at least limit him if they were going to win.
They've got it inside the 30. They'll mark it at the 28. It's first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Back to the ground game on the left. Breaks into the open. He rumbles all
And I think the biggest thing for this young man is we've seen him be so great all throughout the season. How do you finish? And how do you finish decides if you win that big trophy at the end of the year. He's in the Heisman running late in the season. I bet you he'll get a lot of touches today.
Slams it ahead. And he burrows his way into the end zone for a touchdown.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point puts them on top 21-7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And finish the deal with the short touchdown run from the 2. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Back to pass. It's Manning. Quickly to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. Back to pass on second down. Makes the grab on the left. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the first down. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Wants to throw on first down. That's reeled in. It's Wingo. He makes the stop at the 48. That'll be enough for a first down and a pickup of 10. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Wants to throw again. That's caught. It's Anderson. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. Quick tempo, no huddle offense. Second down, clock's running. Makes the grab. Hauled down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down. The Longhorns come to the line with a new set of downs. To the air on first down. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. It's second and long now as this defense has some energy after that last sack. And he was drilled just as he released the pass. It's incomplete. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Quickly out to the tight end. Oh, he's got some space. And they'll stop him about 5 yards short of the first. And they'll send out the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. The official says no good. And after the miss, it's still a 14-point game.
And those sting for this team. I tell you what, when you drive the field against a really, really good defense and you have an opportunity to get points, you got to capitalize on them now. And that one will sting a little bit because I thought the offense did a good job moving the ball down the field.
Fires downfield. And that incomplete pass caused by the big hit on first down. Second down coming. So now it's second and long. Back to throw, time running short in the half. Using the back as a receiver on the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the first down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Got it set up on the outside. He'll have enough for the first down, and they stop him at the 45. The offense will stop the clock and use one of its timeouts.
I like the running back there on the route and the patience he showed, really setting it up. Got to the defender, was able to put his foot in the ground, get some separation, catch it, and turn upfield for the first.
Still looking. Going to try to get it himself. At the 35, he's loose. They pick up the first down. They'll mark him at the 34. Got to be expeditious here. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking downfield on first down. He's got his man. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. And the offense just going to spike it here. And here on second down, they'll send out the field goal unit to try to get 3 before the break. Visualizing the right ball flight from 39 yards out in the right hash. Right down the boulevard. And now the lead's extended a little further.
And you want a touchdown and you want to be aggressive, but man, right down the middle, that obviously gives me some confidence down the road that I can trust this guy.
From inside his own 10, he'll try to help out their field position. They finally make the stop, but that one will make those halftime stats look a little nicer as we head to the break. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update.
Thanks, fellas. Perfect chance for us to put the first 2 quarters under the microscope. And talk about a first half for the dude in that backfield. That coaching staff has been giving rave reviews on a weekly basis. And through 2 quarters today, he's been a complete game changer. He's breaking the will of this defense, and that's something that's just very tough to quantify. That said, let's get back to the field and our guys in the booth to start the second half.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. He'll bring it out. It's Fields. Pulled down at the 18, and the decision to bring it out of the end zone was not a good one. Guys, this offense will go back on the attack. If it's working, why change it? And that running game was working in the first half. I imagine we'll see a lot more of it here in the third quarter.
And you just know the offensive line was telling their coordinator, put this on us. Let us continue to go out there, push these guys around. We can put this game on our back and end this thing by running the ball.
And this is a manhood question for this defense. Like, as a defensive lineman, and you're pounding the rock, like, I got to physically rise to this challenge. This defense has to play more inspired and more physical in the second half.
It'll be a 1st and 10 from the 29. They'll move the wide receiver. Quick release by the QB. There he goes. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. That throw and catch, a really good example of why coaches don't want a quarterback to get stuck on a particular target, isn't it, David?
Yep, that's exactly right. Find the guy who's open, because you got so many guys that have so much speed that can do so much damage on the field. Find my matchup, get it to him, let him do the rest.
Nice route there by the tight end, making it real easy for his quarterback to find an easy completion.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. And the ball comes out. What a disastrous play. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. Turnover. We've got a timeout here as this coach is challenging the call. He wants to give the replay booth a chance to have another look. Might have to give that coach a flag and a whistle. He was right on in his view of the play, and the officials agree and overturn the call. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, doesn't need to take the check down. They'll throw it to the back on the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed. They bring the punter onto the field now. He'll go back to work and punt it away for the 2nd time. And that punt will make its way into the end zone, and they'll put it in play from their own 20. The Longhorns sending the offense back onto the field. A really nice job methodically driving down the field the last time they had it, but the missed field goal ruined the drive. Snagged in the middle. It's Wingo. Really good job to pick up a chunk of yardage and get it out to the 39-yard line. They created a lot of breathing room with that first play of the drive. Now 1st down from the 39. He makes the catch close to the sticks, but he'll be a little short of the 1st down. Trying to get a rhythm in the passing game now on 2nd down. Back to pass, it's Manning. And that pass will be jarred loose on 2nd down. That brings up 3rd down. And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late.
Encroachment defense.
Defense just a little too eager, and that's 5 yards for the Oak. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Wide receiver going in motion. Unloads quickly. A 7-yard pickup. It'll be 2nd and 3. And the Longhorns with myriad options after that big pickup on 1st down. They just keep firing. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down. And the Longhorns come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Wants to throw on 3rd. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. The return never really got started, but boy, he has set his team up at the 28.
Well, they were probably thinking 4-down territory with it 3rd and short, so the quarterback is licking his chopstick, and there's no way the defense is going to be thinking, I'm taking a deep shot down the field right now. I've got a home run ball, but give the defender so much credit. He was ready for it, and he snags that out of the air.
Great discipline by this defense. Understanding it's 3rd and short, you might get a short concept. No. Playing the deep ball with great discipline. I like the way he breaks on the football, gathers the interception, and gets the big 3rd down stop.
Got the 1st down, looking for more. And an explosive play, has him on the move, and he gets it all the way to the 48-yard line.
And this guy's going to have to come through for you in this game. He picks up another 1st down, but he's your Heisman contender. He's the best player on your football team, and he's a guy that's just going to have to touch the ball a lot in this game if you're going to win.
And the defense makes the stop after a minimal gain. Got 3 on 1st. Wants to go up top. Trying to set up the screen. Didn't have much room to run and not a whole lot of help. Short gain there and still plenty of ground to cover for the 1st down. They have work in front of them on 3rd and short from the 42. And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down.
You know, timing is so important in the RPO game, especially on 3rd down. Quarterback and receiver just didn't have it there, and now it's 4th down.
4th down and 4 yards to go. The offense will try to get it. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Complete out of the backfield. They drag him down, but not before he's moved the chains, and the screen pass is effective. They're down to the 35 on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on 1st down. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
And so many things have to come together perfectly for a screen to work for big yardage. And they were close. You could tell that almost busted, but they just got wrapped up. Turning it on!
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he will house it. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance.
Have yourself a day, young fella. You know why they handed him the ball a lot? Because he did that. That's his 4th trip to pay dirt. This dude has shown you a little bit of everything. What a great back. And 4 touchdowns on the day.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they push the lead out a little further. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Men, it just means more in the SEC, and take a look at how things are playing out here. Texas A&M is trailing right now, but it's only a couple of points. That quarterback just needs to show the poise of a young Johnny Manziel, and they are right back in this. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Vanderbilt. We'll keep an eye on things until the final horn in a game that could shake things up a bit in the SEC.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. So Texas has it again, and here comes the offense. They face a pretty tall mountain here, Jesse, down 24, but if they're going to climb it, this is a good time to start.
Sense of urgency's got to be big right here. You just get the feeling at this point of the game, David, they've got to score on this drive. Obviously, their defense needs to get stops, but at this point, offensively, they've got to execute much better.
They got to be super aggressive. Down 24, you're going to need 3 touchdowns, 3 two-point conversions, everything to kind of go your way. So fast and throwing the football.
And they'll line up from the 31 on first down. The give to the back. Good job running tough and behind his pads as he gets up to the 38-yard line. He's now up to 70 yards rushing in this one and within striking distance of a 1,000-yard seat. Breaks into the open. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Final stands of the game, and we'll start with the first down. As we start the fourth quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. The Longhorns will line it up on 1st and 10. Oh, this defense wants to bring some pressure. Motion from the wideout. Quick pass on the jet motion. Oh, better look out! And he was able to get away from one tackle, but plenty of help was on the way. Decent pickup on that play.
Man, the defense, you hold your breath. When this receiver has the football out in space, you have got to make sure you're playing with outstanding pursuit. Nice job there, but as this game goes on, they've got to keep an eye on this guy and make sure they know where he is at all times.
The Longhorns kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And he'll finish the run in the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorn! You're not going to keep the lid on this guy forever. Sooner or later, he's going to get loose.
He is. He's a bad mother. Shut your mouth. I mean, this dude can make plays. That's why you keep feeding it to him, because at some point, he's going to break it loose and make a huge play.
They'll line up to go for 2. To the air, it's Manning. Here's a heat. Avoids pressure. And the defense comes up with a sack, but I think that penalty flag is going to wipe it out, and it's going to be a first down for the offense. Defense in the neutral zone. And as the ball makes its way into the end zone, it'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. And now the offense will come onto the field again. Give to the running back. Gets it across the 30 to the 31, a pickup of 5.
It's a point in the game, I think, as a coaching staff where you really challenge your offensive line to go win the football game, right? We've got to lead late. We're going to run the football, and the defense and everybody in the stadium knows that's what's going to happen. Can we run the ball down their throats and impose our will? That's what this offense right now is trying to do.
And you want to dominate the football game like these guys have all day. Dominate the line of scrimmage. You know, turn and hand the ball off to your running back. It's a good recipe. It makes every quarterback better. It makes every OC better. Just turn, hand the football off, especially when you're winning the ball game.
They want to run it left here. Makes it past the marker. Turns it on down the left side. Finds the finish line for the touchdown. You can see it on the sideline. They built a comfortable fourth-quarter lead, and they know they're going to go 11-0.
Well, I think the coaching staff and fans knew that this guy was going to play a big role in this offense this year, but I don't know if anyone expected him to have this kind of season statistically, guys. That's his 20th rushing touchdown on the season.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point was good. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And what a way to finish things off with that 51-yard touchdown run. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Here comes the Texas offense. To the air, it's Manning. Looking deep down the right side. He's got it inside the 25. And he cruises his way to the house. Touchdown, Texas!
Quarterback's abilities to read the field is huge. And also the anticipation, the timing. To be able to throw the football, Jesse, and hit a guy in stride so he can get run after the catch and get in the end zone, that was a nice job by the quarterback.
Yeah, it's critical, David. And listen, a lot of times touchdown passes aren't thrown into the end zone. You've got to read the coverage, hit the open guy, and let him do the rest.
Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Bunch formation for these receivers. He wants to start this drive with a pass. Setting up the screen. Not able to break the big one on that screen to the running back, but he found enough and a solid pickup on first down. Second down coming up. They go to the ground. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. You got to think they'll try to muscle their way forward on 3rd and short from the 29. To the ground to try to move the chains. Running wide open down the gut of the field. At the 20. And he's into the end zone for a touchdown. That's what finishing the deal looks like. Build the lead in the 4th quarter and close in on 11 straight victories.
Man, it's easy to call plays when I get
That boy
guys
different.
Like
Let's go. That's our 2-time Heisman winner.
How about the speed? He showed you a little bit of wiggle. This dude's got it all. Nice touchdown run by the running back.
Now they'll line up for what they hope is automatic. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here come the horns. They've got it again on offense. To the air, it's Manning. Finds his target down the middle. That one could really put this drive into high gear as they have a first down at the 37. Looking to throw on first down. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. They're dealing with a second and long. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. The defense all revved up after that earlier sack, and they'll try to stop him right here. On third and long, no secret what he needs here. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
And that decision will be questioned for a while. Running back searching for a hole. Just leaves him grabbing air as he gets down to the 35.
And I know you can play these late game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position, you're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
And the big defensive front wins the battle. No gain on that play. Third and short, coming from the 34. You wonder if this is 4-down territory. A little screen to the running back. And that did not work. Defense smelled that one out from the beginning. So they're going to send out the field goal unit to try a long one. He says he can kick one from 75, but here he's going to need just 58 of them. They'll immediately call timeout.
Timeout by the offense.
And they'll pat the kicker on the tail and tell him to go give it a shot. And he'll need to show off some leg strength 58 yards out and trying to bend it in from the right side. And it's no good. They blow the field goal. Something finally goes wrong.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
To the air, it's Manning. Fires to the big fella. Really good concept there to get things going and use the tight end early.
Yeah, I mean, just such a great job on first down, setting up an easier second down. Understanding I don't always have to push the ball down the field, but see the tight end, make the throw. No, it's not a big gain, but makes life really easy on me on second down.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Grabbed in the middle, it's Anderson. Makes the stop at the 35-yard line. They rip off 15 yards on that one, and they are rolling. Now on 1st and 10 from the 35. Out of the gun to give to the back. How about this sophomore stopping him short of the first down line? Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver comes in motion. Running into the open space. He'll be forced out of bounds at the 28.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock. The Longhorns have it with a 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on 1st down. Got his man quickly. They get it down to the 7 on that pass play, in prime position for a score. And the Longhorns trying to get a touchdown on 1st and goal. Here's the snap, looking to throw. That's got it. They go up top to get it down to the 5-yard line as they try to pay off this drive.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
Dropping back, it's Manning. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Longhorns! Grab the short pass to put the 6 on the board.
And a nice touchdown, continuing to fight, continuing to play. This one, it's pretty much over. Down multiple possessions this late in the football game. It would take a miracle, but nice job by this offense continuing to fight, push the ball down the field, make plays.
He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. So they start this drive from inside their own 20 at the 19-yard line. The run to the left. We'll give him a couple on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up.
And that's exactly what I want from my offense. Like, listen, they're out of timeouts. I want this clock to tick. Now, we have seen some college coaches across college football continue to run the football and also give up the football and give a gift to the other team. This one's over if I just take a knee.
A strong, methodical, workmanlike effort from this team. No frills, just get the job done and get the win.
I love when you describe my teams like that. Just consistent, methodical, strong. I don't have to do things special every single week. All I'm supposed to do is get the W, and that's what they did.
And this is why practice is so important, guys. You can tell that this team was locked in way back earlier in the week. They watched the film. They got good looks in practice. They knew what to anticipate. They knew what looks they were going to see. And when those looks presented themselves, boy, oh boy, did they ever take advantage.
That's going to do it from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and you've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.
Let's go. That's another dub. That was tough. Well, not so tough, but finally a team put up some points. I got Pete Fox and Gypsy Tales in the background. But we're going to run a doubleheader. I got BYU next week, another rival. So let's run it. Let's finish out this season.
this game going. He'll start the return inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Last time these two rivals got together, guys, there were hurt feelings and some dead fish handshakes in the aftermath, and this might be just the recipe to cook up some revenge, Jesse.
Well, they're going to be motivated, that's for sure. The losing team, they have been hearing about that blowout loss now for a very long time. They had this game circled, David, all offseason, hoping to get that payback.
Oh, man, and you get all the quotes, all the people talking about, all those blowhards on all the different networks, i.e. us, talking about how bad it was and how embarrassing it was, and now you get a chance to get some payback. They're excited.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Off the RPO, complete. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. They'll try to move the chains on 3rd and short from the 25. They'll try to get the first through the air. Got out of trouble and throws. Plucks it out of the air. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop. They were banking on the yards after the catch, but that went into the negative column.
Yeah, and I'm banking on the ball coming out quick. When I'm a defense and understanding 3rd and short, understand they're going to throw the ball really quickly, try to make a play. The defense knew it, broke on the football, made a nice tackle to force a 4th down.
Reads it, fires complete. Has plenty for the first down, and they stop him at the 28. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They think they can create space here with the run to the right. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
Couldn't get him blocked on that last one. Now it's 2nd and 14. Back to pass. It's complete to the left. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Offense breaks the huddle on 3rd down. They'll try to power their way ahead. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
And it's runs like that, man, where he just shows you a little bit of everything that is the reason why he's in the Heisman race. Like, this dude leads the nation in rushing for a reason. They hand him the football a lot, and they trust him, and he continues to deliver and make big play after big play. This dude is an absolute superstar.
Wants to throw on first down. Pocket breaking down. They're working that left side. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? They're going to run it. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play.
And that play there is essentially a microcosm of why this guy's the leading rusher in the nation and why he's in contention for the Heisman Trophy. This guy's got speed, open field running ability. He can break tackles. He can just do it all.
It's complete on the right side. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. High the chains now on 2nd and long. The RPO, it's complete. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Power football with the run. Doesn't quite make it to the first down marker. He's a yard short. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Trying to do it on the ground. Will not get there. A 4th down stop. So BYU's offense will have its first possession of the game. Guys, if you listen closely, I think you can hear the jawing going already between this cornerback and wide receiver. What a matchup, Jesse, it's going to be between those two.
You know, so many people have already been talking about this individual one-on-one matchup, David, and it's going to be happening out on an island all game long. The receiver's got speed, he's got game-breaking ability, catching the football, can climb the ladder. He's going up against one of the best shutdown corners in the game. I cannot wait to watch this.
Yeah, and he's got the speed to stay with him and the instincts, and he's been...
They get enough push, and it pays off. The sack at the 20.
This defense has the ability to get pressure on the QB from the edge. And I don't necessarily mean from defensive ends, but from the outside linebackers. These guys get in their sprinter stances, and they come off the ball. That outside linebacker showed you his speed right.
Fires one high and deep. Oh, he dropped it, and what a missed opportunity early in this football game. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. The punter going to get his first work of the afternoon. Boots his first of the day away. He was called on 4 times in the victory last week. He was hoping for a little more running room, but they're able to get him down at the 45. Let's see what this offense has dialed up this time. They've got it back after that last drive stalled out, and they were stopped on 4th down, David.
Yeah, and they put a little bit of a drive together, but, Jesse, they stalled on the other side of the field, and they got to find a way to keep that momentum going as they get closer to the end zone.
I agree. I do like their mindset, though, and I think they need to continue being aggressive moving forward in this game.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. Looking to fire. Gets it to him on the screen. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short.
I'll tell you what, if you want to be overzealous and you want to be a blitzer all the time, I like running the screen right behind him. Did a great job throwing the screen. Almost broke this one for a long game, but it just keeps the defense a little bit more honest if you want to start bringing a lot of pressure.
Fires to the big fella. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. Defense has dominated the early part of this game, and the stats point that out emphatically. Sometimes you see the offenses sort of settle in, find areas to probe after that first quarter. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Trying to keep this drive alive. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And defensively, man, you just want to get to 4th down, right? Give yourself an opportunity. And even though it was 4th and 1, try to get the stop, especially this part of the field where they could come away with points and kick a field goal, or they could come away with a touchdown. Man, I want to get this stop and get off the field, but the offense executed. Defense just missed out.
Plenty of work to do here on 2nd and long. Motion from the wide receiver. Pulls and fires complete. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
I like the idea by the quarterback there. You're trying to get this first down, so you find the tight end, see if he can make a guy miss or shake a tackle. Not able to get it done.
Well, the quarterback can make a big play when he starts moving around. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down.
And the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
From the red zone, looking for a space. And this will be incomplete. A big hit there forces 2nd down.
Man, the defense, they haven't had an answer for this guy. He has been lighting them up in the pass game early and often so far, and that time just not able to hook up with his quarterback.
Quick release on the RPO. Crisp execution in the passing game, and they've got it down to the 3. Ball is at the 3-yard line, 1st and goal as they look for the first score of the day. They want to throw it. Got the completion, but nowhere to go as that defense reacted quickly. Can the D deny them on 2nd and goal? Working that left side now. Hauls it in and takes it in for a touchdown. And it feels good to land that first big punch against a rival, doesn't it?
No doubt. In a game like this, too, you just want to be executing it at a high level early. So, David, that's got to feel great getting on the board first.
And settles everyone down. All the nerves, all the emotion of this rivalry game. Now everybody can kind of settle in because you know you already got a touchdown on the board.
Getting set for the extra point after putting the scoreboard to work for the first time. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. They marched 56 yards to the end zone, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. They're trying to put something, anything together to get that goose egg off the scoreboard down 7-0. He'll do it himself. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
Phenomenal job by the defense that time, shutting down the option play. They knew they were going to see this in this game, and all week long in practice, they really focused on this assignment football, making sure the dive, the quarterback, the pitch, all taken away. Nowhere to go with the football that time offensively. The defense coming up with a huge negative play.
Scanning the field, it's St. Clair. Throws to the wideout. He makes the catch. They stop him just a link or two short of the first, and man, what they can do on 2nd down here. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And he was able to shed a tackle and pick up the first down before they finally get him on the ground. To the air on 1st down. Pressure's there and he lets it go. Intercepted. Going the other way and he's got room. And he's going to cruise in with this one. It is a touchdown. Look, I know it's only the 2nd quarter, but we're starting to see a pretty significant gap develop between these two teams right now.
No doubt. When your defense is scoring, your offense is scoring, good things happening for your ball club. This defense on point, reading their scouting report, making big plays.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, wanted to give you a quick update on a game happening in the American. Temple is ahead right now in South Philly, but this game is a long way from being over. Better hold off on the run to Geno's for the time being. They're up by 4 over Memphis. We'll circle back. If anything big happens in this clash in the American, you should know about it.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. sweep to the left. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Wants to go up top. Under fire. And the Heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. 3 and out, they got stuck in reverse. They hope the punt can bail them out. He'll take it on the return. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. No reason to be in a big rush. They have some time here late in the half. They'll leave it with him. You'll take 4 yards on 1st down every time, 2nd and 6.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Right on the money. And they pick up just a few on that completion. They'll move the wide receiver. Quick release by the QB. They've got it inside the 40 at the 39 as they pick up the 1st down. 3rd down, a lot of times it comes down to not necessarily who's the most open, who do you trust the most?
No, it's not about the X's and the O's. It's about the Jimmys and the Joes. And when my guy's better than you and I get you matched up out wide and I know I trust you, I'm finding you.
They're setting up the screen. Oh, he's got some space. Perhaps a touchdown-saving tackle at the 17.
And they executed that running back screen to perfection. Quarterback held on to it. He let the rush get to him. Offensive lineman got out and in position, and the running back sold it too. Once he had the ball in his hands, he just had blockers and green field out in front of him. They pick up an explosive play on a running back screen.
My old coach said you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Wants to throw. He's working against the clock. And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious. After the 2nd down misfire, looking at a 3rd and 8. They'll go to the air. Flips it out on the screen. Can't get him to the ground. He's going to come up about 5 yards short of the line to gain. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. And now on 4th down, they'll try a field goal. Didn't make them sweat at all. It's good. And that will extend their lead even further.
And I like the way this defense just finished. And I know they're trailing, but they didn't give up the touchdown. Got a little bit of momentum. Not much time left in this 1st half, but you got halftime to make some adjustments, come out with some energy, but a nice stop here.
So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the 1st half. They'll give it to the back. How about that effort to get it out across the 20? They'll mark it at the 21. It's a 1st down. Might as well give it to him again. And after that short game, they'll head to the locker room for halftime. That's going to wrap up the 1st half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
Men, great energy in that building. There always is when these two get together. And a fun 1st half between these rivals. And how do we possibly begin without singing the praises of this receiver? His ability to find gaps, run textbook routes, and then show that breakaway speed. He simply is the total package. How this secondary responds, whether they try to double team him or get aggressive at the line, that'll be the story of this 2nd half. With that, let's throw it back to the guys to see how this rivalry matchup plays out.
Thanks for that breakdown, Kevin. He'll put total leather and get this second half started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. When you're facing a deficit like this one to start the second half, you really can't afford to waste a single possession.
Fresh start here in the second half. That's the only way you can look at this.
There he goes. He's at the 10. Touchdown, BYU. And once he got away from the D, they had no shot at catching him. When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
He'll take the return, try to get better field position. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Out comes the offense as they get set to take over. Their lead is down to 10. It's moments like this you start to feel a little bit of heat to put points on the board. Looking downfield on first down. Got his man on the right. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Backed up now, here's second and long. Wide receiver going in motion. Unloads quickly. At the 35, he's open. Really nice job there by both guys to throw and the catch to work that defense and get the first down.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead. They know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays.
Wide open on the right. The 20. And he's in for the score. Touchdown. They've extended this lead, guys, but sometimes in a rivalry game, you get down and you fight back that much harder.
Man, you've seen crazy comebacks and crazy swings of momentum in rivalry games. You just need that first thing to break your way, Paul.
And I think it really comes down to their key playmakers, David. They can come back, but these guys need to take ownership. Now's the time. In this type of game, they have got to step up and start making plays.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they did tack on.
That was a clip. Stay tuned for that one.
Replay scoring drive. They're ready to kick it away, and this crowd is buzzing after that last score. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. After giving up that score, now it's incumbent on this offense to kind of get a back and forth going, Jesse, in this game.
They got to put some points on the board here. There's obviously a lot of football to go, so it's not necessarily panic time just yet, but I'm getting the ball into the hands of my best playmakers on this drive.
I hear you, Jesse, but not panic time. Have you seen my defense? I mean, I'm not trusting them to get a lot of stops, so it puts a lot of pressure on this offense.
Looking for a man. It's St. Clair. Missed his receiver there. It's incomplete.
This is a situation here in the third quarter this offense did not want to be in, facing a top 10 defense, one of the best units in the entire country. They didn't want to get down on the scoreboard like this and all of a sudden have to throw the football when the defense knew that was going to happen. The incompletion there is not a big surprise. This defense knows what's coming, and it's all because of the points right now on the scoreboard.
Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. They'll look to pin him deep. The coverage team was down there to corral him. They made the stop, and they'll mark it at the 39. And the offense takes over to dip into its bag of ball plays. They'll go to the ground. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. They'll go right back to it. Turning it on. He now has 111 yards on the ground, and he just continues to turn in productive performance after productive performance. That's how you lead the nation in rushing. Off the RPO, complete. Finally brought down at the 31. It's a pickup of 15 yards on the play, and they've got a first down.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
Makes the grab. He stopped just a chain link or two away from the first down and sets them up beautifully here. And now on 2nd down for this offense. The give to the tailback. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. To the ground, he's got it again. Runs through a tackle. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Trying the left side. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
That's how you come up and make plays as a defense, man. Playing physical, playing downhill. They've given up some plays today, man. He's got over 100 yards on the day. He's really had some success. But on that play, really downhill, really physical, and a nice job getting him to the ground.
Reads it, fires complete. They get him stopped at the 5-yard line, but it will be 1st and goal from there. Defense is backed up. Shadow of the goalpost, trying to defend their own end zone. Going to try to pop one on the screen. He's in for the touchdown. They'll try to add another to their lead. And he makes the extra point. And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Guys, your game is a big one, but so is this battle right now inside the American. Temple is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Hall of Famer Joe Klecko should never be counted out of any game. They're trailing by 10 to Memphis. Ought to be fun, fellas, to see how things play out in this notable matchup in the American.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere.
And there's an example of what happens when the quarterback doesn't have a chance to set his feet. The pressure just forced him to have to work off schedule a little bit. And I think because of that, wasn't able to be as accurate as he wanted to be.
And the pass rush is effective, and they tackle him at the 19. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, you'll need to push it downfield. And this defense goes back-to-back sack, Jack. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. Makes the catch near the 50. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. And the offense heads out onto the field to get the drive started. Looking to throw on 1st down. Lost one deep down the right side. Into double coverage, and they made him pay. It's intercepted. They get him on the ground after the turnover, but there is a flag on the field, and we'll see if that will be a reprieve for this offense. That is a tough one to take. They had the interception, but it's taken away by the pass interference penalty. Get it out on the screen. Shakes off the defender. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. So now it's 2nd and long.
Brings up 2nd and 8.
The RPO, it's complete. And into the end zone. Bounces into the end zone for a touchdown.
You know, quarterbacks and receivers, they develop confidence and chemistry as the game goes on. These two right now are definitely on the same page.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They got the ball in great field position, and bam, bam, 2 plays and into the end zone. Kickoff unit has been busy as they have built a big lead, and they're trying to hold on to it. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They didn't get much done the last time they had it. Had to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Back to throw, it's St. Clair. Oh, they're after him. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. The Cougars have put themselves in dire straits after that last play. It's 2nd and a mile. Here comes the heat. They've got the screen set up. And he goes down after making the grab. Picked up a few, but he's still short of the first down marker. Trying to pick up a first down. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this 3rd down play. Looking to throw. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
But the defense came into this one knowing if they stop the pass, they win the game, and they have done that. Their guys have won one-on-one on islands. They've been able to get to the quarterback. They've been mixing up their looks. They haven't even allowed 100 yards passing in this one, and that's why they are way ahead here in the 4th quarter.
And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose. Once that ball was loose, offense didn't have a chance. Defenders everywhere. It's a turnover.
Man, you know, sometimes ball carriers just have to know when the fight is over. And this guy, he's trying to drive. He's low to the ground. He's doing everything he possibly can to get the first down. But, David, he got a little bit careless with that ball security there.
Yeah, and listen, I'm okay with it when it's fourth.
Breaks into the open. Headed to the end zone. And he barrels into the end zone for a touchdown. That might be the proverbial 4th quarter dagger as they try to finish off their 12th straight win.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the O.
And he added the extra point. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. This one feels as if it's starting to get away from them a little bit, Jesse.
Yeah, Reese, there's a lot of teams in college football at this point that would just quit. So, David, we're going to find out a lot about this team right here.
Yeah, just running out of opportunities. You give opportunities away like this, you're trailing every possession is going to be important from here on in.
Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
After the productive first down play, it's 2nd and 6. Pressure coming. They get enough rush, and it pays off. The sack at the 20. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Looks as if BYU will have to punt it away. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. They were playing with fire on that return, and he got loose for a good return of better than 30 yards. All right, guys, so here's the offense back on the field again. They have it once again in spectacular field position, cashed in the last time, and even better this time around. Firing to the right, complete. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion.
They're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. To the ground with the back. Spins away from the defender. Keep it on the ground, and he's in for the touchdown. The lead keeps growing, and so do the accomplishments. Moments away from a perfect regular season at 12-0.
And it hasn't mattered what they've called guys offensively all game long or who's been on the field, what personnel groupings there have been. They're simply executing at a higher level than this defense, and they're keeping their foot on the pedal here in the 4th quarter.
And with the extra point, the lead is even bigger. They didn't have a whole lot of real estate in front of them when they took over possession, but they wasted no time. Couple of plays into the end zone. And he passes on the touchback. Here he comes. That gamble did not pay off as they bring him down at the 12-yard line. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, and hoping for better fortune this time around. Ball is loose. Defense swarming on that loose ball. It'll be a turnover.
Well, the quarterback got it to his receiver quickly and gave him an opportunity to make a few moves after the catch, but he's got to do a better job with ball security that time. That is a costly fumble.
They're looking for an advantage in the running game to the right. And he's very fortunate to get it back to the line of scrimmage, greeted by a sea of defenders. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. Motion from the wideout. Pulls and fires complete. The ball is down at the 14 after that grab. Let's see what they do on 3rd down. Looking to throw. Safe completion on the screen. And it's pretty obvious there was a big hole in that screen, and the defense ran right through it. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. And he'll try to make it 2 for 2, this time from 35 yards away. And he kept that one just straight enough to graze inside the left upright. Well, that's just piling on. Not the penalty kind, just the mean kind. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The BYU offense headed back out to go on the attack. And the fumble on that last drive could have been much worse, David.
They bailed him out. They held him to a field goal, so that's the good news.
Picked off. What a play to set him up. Looking for more room. And he'll take this one home. It's a touchdown.
Dude, you didn't think it could get any worse, right? You thought this game's over as it is anyways. Offense still throwing the football, still trying to make plays, and the defense just continues to pour it on, gets the pick, makes its way all the way to the end zone.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And he tacks on the extra point. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Dynamite matchup this week in the American fellas. Let's show you what's going down. Temple is trailing right now, but let's be honest. The program that turned out Hall of Famer Joe Klecko should never be counted out of any game. It's just a field goal game. They're trailing by 3 to Memphis. We'll circle back if anything big happens in this clash in the American you should know about.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. BYU has it back. The Cougars ready to get into that playbook. It's a good thing to be charitable, Jesse, but I think the last couple of drives might be overdoing it a bit.
I agree, and I think at this point, David, the quarterback here, he's got to be a CEO, and he's got to really get his guys settled down. A couple turnovers in a row now. They've got to find a rhythm.
A CEO, a.k.a. don't screw it up, young man. That's what it sounds like on the sidelines with the coaches. You've got to stop turning the football over.
And he picks up a first down. That is not a flag on the play. It's just lingerie on the deck after that move. They'll toss it to the left. Nowhere to run, and down he goes after losing 6.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, but whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it, but the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front 7 has dominated this entire game.
And he was able to break one tackle, Jesse, and almost got away from another.
And this secondary, this defense, they better pack a lunch. When this guy has the football, you've got to get bodies to him. You better wrap up those legs and hold on tight. This dude's hard to tackle.
And they won't make the connection, looking to make a big play there. BYU will bring the punt team on the field. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. The handoff, keep working on that clock. They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest. After getting knocked back to open this drive, it's 2nd and 12. Back to pass. They'll run the screen. And he never had a chance. As soon as he caught it, the defense was right there. Third down conversions, always a huge stat, and they've got a 3rd and long from the 27. Trying to pick up a first down. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. Now he'll let one fly down the left side. Pulls it in down the sideline. That defense got gashed, but they finally get him to the turf at the 47. His offense lines up feeling awfully good after that big play. They'll run it behind the big guys on the left. Got enough for the first down. They finally get him stopped, and this veteran junior running back comes up with a nice play. And this set of downs gets started from the 33, 1st and 10. They'll ride the hot hand. Not this time. After finding running room on the previous play, nowhere to go this time around as the defense rises up. Looking for a crease to the left. Jukes his way for more. Brought down just outside the red zone. He moves the chains. It's at the 22.
Fresh legs, man, and it is showing. Of course, this team had the bye last week, and you're seeing it right now late in the game, running the football, imposing their will against the defense that looks tired. Of course, they had to play last week, and you're seeing that right now.
So with the late lead, they're ready to just drain the clock in victory formation.
Perfect season completed. 2 in a row. Can we go back to back? That's the question. Battle of the Disciples. St. Augustine.
This is the
Go.
rivalry you put a lot of stock in all offseason.
Heck yeah, man. I think Jamal's going to take 2 Heismans in a row. This was an absolute clip right here. Wait, no, not this play.
But how about for the players as well? For another 365 days, you can talk about how you went out.
If you enjoyed this content, smash the like and subscribe button and comment for me. Tell me what you want to see next. Pretty soon here I'm going to get real busy, so all this is going to die down. I'm going to be waiting for motocross to game. What about y'all?
Of EA Sports College.
That's two in a row for your boy. Let's see if we can make it 2 championships in a row as well. Now, I'm kind of a little bit torn. Him and Cam Taylor, the quarterback, are both juniors. I convinced him to stay. I don't know if I should try to convince him to stay again. I think it'd be better to turn a new leaf and see if we can do a three-peat with a new team. If they want to go, I'm going to let them go. We're going to have a very new team next year. Out with the old, in with the new. If they want to go. If they want to stay, they're more than welcome. You see the matchup? Fiesta Bowl, round 1 of the playoffs. 13-1 Boise State. Let's go. 8-1 in conference. They play in the Mountain West, but hey, Boise State somehow always makes their name in the mix, which is cool. Shout out Ashton Genty. Shout out freaking, who's the lefty quarterback? He used to be our offensive coordinator for the Cowboys. Damn, you can see his goofy face right now. But he was a great collegiate quarterback. Kellen Moore. Boom. I think he's the coordinator for the Eagles now. We lost him to the Eagles, bro. He's definitely an offensive-minded person. Genius at that. Just not the greatest quarterback in the league. He didn't develop very well. He's more of a student of the game. Boise at that time had a great offense too. Like just the way they were running it. And I think a lot was developed by him. I think he brought a lot of his offense from high school. Do your research on that. Pretty sure I'm going to wrap this live up. And then it's going to be playoff time next time we start this up. Let's go. We got a lot of really good teams. No Fafita at Clemson. Los Alamitos boy, local for me. And we got the Patrick Mahomes look-alike in Dylan Raiola. And then we got DJ Lagway on Florida. We got Underwood, Michigan. And then we played Mateer, I believe, with Oklahoma last year. But we're going to find out who's making Boise State and Louisville so special, potentially. All right, well, it's been real. It's been fun. Peace out, YouTube.